India and China are not friends, far from it. Since the deadly Galwan clash in 2020, ties have been defined by mistrust, military standoffs, app bans, blocked investments, and loud vows from New Delhi to cut dependence on Beijing through Atmanirbhar Bharat and strategic autonomy. Fresh border tensions in 2025 only hardened that stance. If you followed the rhetoric alone, you'd think India had practically sworn off China. But the trade numbers blow that story apart. Between April and November, India's shipments to China surged nearly 33% to $12.22 billion, even as Donald Trump imposed 25% tariffs plus another 25% over Russian oil imports. India's exports jumped anyway, east and west. So is this diversification-driven surge bad news for Trump's tariff war, or proof that India is gaming it? Hello and welcome. You're watching Statecraft with me, Geeta Mohan. Between April and November 2025, India's merchandise exports to China didn't just grow, they exploded, up nearly 33%, climbing from $9.20 billion to $12.22 billion. November alone delivered a staggering 90% year-on-year jump to $2.20 billion. Petroleum products, electronics, marine goods, oil meals. Indian exports are flowing east at record pace, even as geopolitical tensions simmer and military forces stare each other down across frozen mountain passes. This is not a reset. This is not a thaw. This is pragmatic economic disconnect operating in parallel with deep geopolitical mistrust. And it's happening at the exact moment Donald Trump is escalating his tariff war, slapping 25% reciprocal duties on India, another 25% for buying Russian oil, pushing some categories to an eye-watering 50% total. The contradiction is jarring. India never formally banned exports to China, true, but the post-2020 posture was unmistakably hostile. Quality controls on Chinese steel and dairy, production-linked incentive schemes designed explicitly to cut import dependence on Chinese electronics, pharmaceuticals, and machinery. Bilateral summits frozen until tentative gestures emerged at the 2025 Shanghai Cooperation Organization meetings. China still exports $113 to $114 billion worth of goods to India: electronics, machinery, solar panels, EV batteries, while India exports just $14.25 billion in return. The April-November data reveal a pattern that is anything but accidental. India's exports to China opened the financial year at $1.39 billion in April 2025. They climbed to $1.62 billion in May, cooled during the mid-year months as global demand wavered, then surged again as autumn approached. September recorded $1.46 billion, October rose to $1.63 billion, and November exploded to $2.2 billion. That November number wasn't just higher, it nearly doubled the $1.16 billion seen in November the previous year. This was not sentiment. This was not diplomacy. This was demand meeting capacity. China needed inputs. India had them ready. And the timing could not have been more politically inconvenient for Washington. Risks remain. An escalation in tariffs, prolonged WTO disputes, or a sharper slowdown in China's domestic economy could hit demand. But buffers exist. Services exports continue to provide ballast. Diversified trade agreements reduce reliance on any single market. The April-November surge is not destiny, but it is direction. Thank you for watching Statecraft.